Los Angeles Coliseum. Pat Summerall, John Madden. This is Mike Tomczak, who will start at quarterback. Peyton and Matsui starting. Place of Neil Anderson, Galt, and Morris, the wide receivers up front. Wojciechowski, Bortz, Jay Hilgenberg playing hurt, but playing Becker, Keith Van Horn, the tight end, Emery Moorhead. Second down and 8. Suey. He has seen very little action over the year. Stopped by Jerry Robinson, got 6 yards over the left side. Looking at this formidable Bear defense, Al Harris taking the place of William Perry, but playing left end. Hampton moves inside, McMichael up there with him, and Richard Dent the other end. Linebackers, Ron Rivera in place of Otis Wilson, Mike Singletary in the middle, Wilbur Marshall on the other side. In the secondary, Maurice Douglas, another change. One of the cornerbacks, along with Bestie Jackson, Gary Fencing starting now, and Dave Durison back there with him. Fencing, after a season being idle, had some work. Chris Wood, intended receiver, intercepted by Maurice Douglas.
That was one of the reasons that Mike Ditka put Maurice Douglas in there. He said he wanted an aggressive guy. He wanted someone who will challenge those receivers. He wants a guy who may make something happen. And of course, on the first play, Maurice Douglas comes up with a turnover.
That's Morris, the motion man. Tomczak back in the pocket again this time. Not jittery that time, and Morris makes the catch for Bear. First down, a gain of 18.
They use Galt as a clean out. Now we'll see Morris. He comes across in motion. Then he's going to run across to the side that Galt cleaned out. When you get Morris with that speed on a safety, he's going to win it.
Becker and Hilgenberg blocking on Piquel. That's Suey, the man in motion. That's Peyton. Behind Suey's block for a gain of 5. As they upset the Seahawks 41-20. Wilson gives to Marcus Allen. Allen gets 4 yards. Started up straight and then swung to the right. The Raiders ball at their own 13-yard line. Wilson back to throw. That'll be enough for a first down to Marcus Allen. Stopped by Singletary.
They'll play the whole game, and they know how to play the game.
Here's Wilson. Looks left, throws right to Marcus Allen again. Ron Rivera on the stop after a gain of 6. Wilson back to throw under pressure from Hampton and down. And Dan Hampton gets the first sack of the day.
You just start rocking right and left to get that body warmed up.
Large background. Again, the Bears put the heat on Mark Wilson. Steve McMichael was the leader this time. In spite of all the changes, the only guy I'm mad at is still playing, and that's Dent. Wilson gets it up the middle to Todd Christensen. A little bit shy of a first down, a gain of 8. Stopped by Fencing.
Yeah, you talk about guys playing their last game. Walter Payton, of course, playing his last regular season game, and Gary Fencing playing his last regular season game. Been an all-pro for years. One of those guys that came into the game and really didn't have much of a chance. And not only made the team, then became a starter, then he became a Pro Bowl player.
Disappointing for both in some respects. Marcus Allen stopped by McMichael again over the left side. Gain of 5.
You know, one of the reasons that Mike Ditka put Gary Fencing back in was not really Fencing so much as he wanted to get Durison back at strong safety. He said Durison was doing okay at free safety, but he was a great strong safety.
Wilson back to throw. Has some time and gets it out to James Lofton. Stopped by Fencing. Lofton, whom the Bears have faced so many times when he was in an earlier career with the Green Bay Packers and had such outstanding success. Mosbar, the center. This time snaps the ball and pulls. Marcus Allen goes left. Mike Singletary makes the stop. First quarter, the Raiders on the move. Hand off to Steve Tragan. And I think he better perform if he's going to perform like Shell. Wilson is sacked.
Mark Wilson made that last move, and he was feeling so good about it. Watch Dent. He goes by Holloway there. He goes around Wilson, and then Wilson starts to scramble out that way right into Dent.
They get the first points on the board. Barr's kick is good. It was a knuckleball, but it got there and got through. If you keep it, they can't score, can they? Hamzak. The middle. To Willie Galt. A gain of 19. Turan made the stop. No matter how successful you get, they still cherish that recognition by your peers. To Payton. Gain of 4. He might make the All-Madden team. I suspect he will. Hamzak up the middle to Emery Moorhead. And Moorhead struggles, stopped by Matt Millen, but a gain of 13, and that should be enough or close. Second and 9. Willie Galt, stopped by Mike Haynes. Is finally knocked out of bounds and under the bench by Sam Seal. They are not booing Walter Payton, they're booing Sam Seal.
I tell you, that's a respect that Walter Payton has in this league. I mean, he goes in, watch this, it's just a straight dive play. He's going to hit the hole, then he's going to cut out to his left. Look, he can still make that cut that he made on McElroy. He makes Sam Seal miss there, then he gets him, Sam Seal gets him going back. And then it's that hit, I think it was Lyndon King, number 52, maybe, that they were booing.
First and 10 Bear. Later 32, and it's Galt again from Tomczak. Seal. Butler from 38 yards. And it's good. 3-3. Mike Ditka's Bears tied. Walter Payton and Calvin Thomas, the runners, behind Tomczak. Payton. 7. He may not be picture perfect, but the results are always good. Fake reverse. Payton with the ball, looking for somebody to throw to, and finally fires deep for Galt. And the pass might have been intercepted by Van McElroy.
McElroy gets the interception. Watch Ditka. He probably sent that play in.
Marcus Allen comes out of the Raider backfield on 1st and 10, picks up 6. We talk about the many things that Walter Payton does. Not a percentage passer, I guess you'd have to say.
Tell you, right there where he got kicked, you don't have any padding there anyway. That's the same as being stripped.
Here's Wilson up in the pocket, and down he goes. 4th time the Bears had gotten there. Dan Hampton was first. Hampton playing in the middle in place of William Perry, and that's where Hampton would like to remain.
That's the thing that we need in there is the pass rush from the middle. They come on a stunt that time. Hampton was working to the outside, and then he came back in. Guys that catch balls are always a lot easier.
Tomczak back to throw again. Second down, he gets the ball complete to Walter Payton. Out of the backfield, a gain of 9, a yard short of a first. 3rd and short. Hand off to Suey, and Suey gets a Bear first down. You hope it sticks. Tomczak out of the spread formation. Shotgun is put to Payton. And Payton gets a Bear first down at midfield. Stacy Turan made the stop. Pickup of 12. Bears at midfield. Tomczak. To Dennis Gentry. Well, that's what the Bear defense does to you if it's functioning. Wilson gets it up to Todd Christensen. Gain of 7. Notre Dame and Texas A&M. That's Marcus Allen. Vesty Jackson knocked him out of bounds. One of this game's great players, Marcus Allen. Mark Wilson, knocked down by Steve McMichael, one of the game's most underrated players.
That's a problem that they've always had here, is with Mark Wilson, the number of sacks he takes. But of course, part of it is you got to get those guys blocked. You can't just let McMichael go right through you the way he went through Dean Miraldi that time.
And he drops the throw. He's flushed out of the pocket again and chased. Gets away from McMichael again and fires up the middle, and the pass is complete to Lofton, who was hit, and that's close to a first down. Out comes Harris. Perry goes in.
I'll bet you that this will be a man possessed here, because Mike Ditka said, I don't know if this will motivate anyone or not when they don't start. He said, we're going to find out. What does a motivated refrigerator go like?
Well, there goes. He went past the quarterback, Mark Wilson, who was knocked down by Richard Dent.
I think it was a combination here of Hampton and Harris right in the middle. Watch both their hands go up right there in the middle. And whap. I think they'll probably give half to Dan Hampton and half to Al Harris.
They have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 21. They brought it back to the line of scrimmage. Peyton whirls over the left side for 9. Beg your pardon, Neil Anderson. Neil Armstrong made it. Peyton again over the right side. That's why I had to quit. My shoulders weren't wide enough. Here's Tomczak. Pass complete to Matsui. 3rd and 1. Matt Millen tripped him up, but Suey got 5 and a Bear first down. Here's Tomczak back to throw again. Has a man and a man open. At the 5 is Thomas Sanders. By Lionel Washington on the stop, but it'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 24.
Jameer Sanders coming out of the backfield, play fake. A little roll by Tomczak. He sees Sanders deep, and he gets him before the safety can get across there.
Doesn't surprise me at all. Here's Tomczak. That one was an effort by Tomczak, and he didn't make it. And Tomczak paid the price. Instead, and he doesn't get in.
There was no way that Harbaugh was going to get in that end zone.
So Wilson goes to work out of his own end zone. Has a pass complete to the tight end, Todd Christensen, and he gets out of the shadow. Strange indeed. That might be a compliment. This is Marcus out. Marcus out to about the 30. Knocked out of bounds by Maurice Douglas. Gain of 7. First down, Raiders. Again, it's Marcus Allen.
Marcus Allen with
Ron Rivera on the stop. Woods in motion. This is Steve Strahan. Stopped by Singletary. Mark Wilson. Outside Lofton, who breaks 1 tackle and gets inside the 30. Stopped finally by Finsick. He got away from Finsick. Was finally stopped by Durison. Gain of 24. We play at home. We'll go to the University of Notre Dame. Marcus. Allen hammers down. Stopped by Durison, but a pickup of 5.
I think what they're trying to do is put some emotion back into the defense. I think the Bears feel that they've lost anything on defense. It's the emotion.
And down goes Mark Wilson again. The 8th sack of the day, and this one again by Steve McMichael.
Watch McMichael. He's on a stunt. He's gonna come on a loop. Then he comes right up the middle. Dent was really the first guy there.
Yeah, he was.
He made Wilson bring the ball down. Then Wilson stepped up right into McMichael. Oh, they get a big push in that middle. Watch him just take those black jerseys back, then get the hands up. There's 9 hands up there.
Tomczak now is the quarterback. Walter Payton left side. And the ball's on the ground. I think the Bears got it back. They did. Willie Gault came diving from the left.
Number 30 there, and then he drops out.
Alvin Thomas was the man in motion, and this is Walter Payton. Should be enough for a Bear first down. Matt Millen and Jerry Robinson made the stop, but a gain of about 6 yards.
Well, McElroy's a lot like fencing.
They're similar. Alvin Thomas, left side. Rod Martin on the stop. Gonna go for the first. Payton left side, and he might have it.
That's what they should have done in the goal line.
Lyndon King made the stop. So the Chicago Bears against the Raiders. Tomczak this time is going to have time. Pass is caught by Morris. Inside the 20. Ron Fellows made the stop, but a pickup of 18.
The Bears did this earlier. They take Morris and they bring him all the way across the field to the side that Willie Gault had cleared out on. They did that in the first half and got a big play out of it, and they didn't come back to it until now.
Payton in motion. Hand off to Calvin Thomas. Hit down inside the 15. He got 5 yards. Stopped by Jerry Robinson. Now Mike Ditka's got his sleeves rolled up. That means series. Tomczak is the holder. This will be a 30-yard effort. Butler's kick is good. He assured me before the game that he'd be ready. Here's Mark Wilson. Comes it outside to Marcus Allen. He got 5 yards. First down, the Raiders give the ball to Marcus Allen, and there's nothing there. A loss of 2 by Richard Dent.
Watch here. Dent starts to the outside. No one blocks him, and Marcus Allen was jitterbugging in that backfield. So when you do that and you don't block Dent, then you're not going to have a play.
So like I said, normally they do that. Here's Mark Wilson. Gonna take off with it. Got a long way to go. Didn't get far enough. Picked up 5, Al Harris. Wow. That's Walter Payton over the left side, hit by Jerry Robinson, brought down after a gain of 7.
They're going to have to get a guy somehow in the offseason, if that's possible.
To me, Plunkett doesn't look 40. Here's Payton, right side, no place to go, and hung and fumbled. And maybe the Raiders got it back. It was Piquel who hit him, and the Raiders recover. They go to work again on 2nd and 9, and Wilson back and hustles out of the pocket, throws upfield to Todd Christensen. That'll be enough for a first down. Stopped by Finsick. Pickup of 17. Loosening up just in case the Raiders get close enough. Here's Mark Wilson. Fakes the draw. Goes to the turf. Richard Dent, Dan Hampton, and Al Harris. Who's lined up tight end on the left side. 4th down. Wilson to Christensen. Batted away by Vesti Jackson. Time to go to the clubhouse, gentlemen. So for John Madden, this is Pat Summerall saying so long from the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where the final score was the Chicago Bears 6, the Los Angeles Raiders 3.
Welcome to Bears Extra. I'm Howard Sudbury, and the Bears are going to be home for the first playoff game after going 11-4 in the regular season. And Al Harris sums up today's win pretty well.
You know, a win's a win right now. We just needed to get a victory more than anything else. It was an ugly victory. You know, I'm no doubt in my mind, but, you know, we just need to get a victory.
Maurice Douglas started at cornerback and did a good job, almost making an interception here. Mike Ditka kids him and says he dresses funny but plays well. Douglas has an answer to that.
Well, you know, you had to take it the way you wanted to, but I just like playing the game, and I have fun when I'm playing, and I just hope I can keep on playing.
We have to have a sense of urgency. We haven't had that in the last, you know, 7 weeks. We've got to realize that we're in a do-or-die situation, and if somebody doesn't realize that, they don't have any business plan for the Chicago Bears, because the guys we have in this room, the majority of them know that, you know, this is a must-win situation from here on out, and that's where we're going to approach it.
You got some sacks. It looked like Dent came alive, and the change where you moved to Hampton inside, is that going to stick?
Yes, it is. We're going to go with it right now. We're going to go over it. I think right now Dan will be a tackle from the rest of his career. That only says one thing. You read it, write it, and understand it. The other guy's got to lose weight and get down to where you can play a defensive end.
The big one, McMahon, you're confident now that he and Covert will probably be ready for the playoffs?
I think he wants to play, and he will play, and he's going to be good enough physically to play. Covert, I don't see any problem. I mean, he ran this week. I think one more week, a little bit of practice on it this week, not too much, and then I think we turn him loose that following week, and he'll be ready.
Do the Chicago Bears have to have Jim McMahon to win the Super Bowl?
Well, I would say when we analyzed our football team last year, that's the decision we made, that we had to have Jim McMahon to win the Super Bowl. And I think, in all fairness to Jim McMahon, we're truly a much better, confident football team. I'm a better coach with Jim McMahon on the field. We're all better coaches because he makes some things happen.
Gary Fensick was a starter in his last regular season game, and Gary talks about how he played.
You know, overall, I was pleased.
Mike Ditka said that's the way it's going to stay, too, with all those changes.
Well, I thought Mo Douglas played really well at corner. I know he did. And I think we communicated well. The line put a lot of pressure on Wilson. And I think we played with a lot of enthusiasm. When we met the challenge and didn't give up a touchdown. So that's what you have to do. And now we have to get the offense being more productive, and I think they will, too.
Can the Bears win the Super Bowl?
We can. And I'm hoping so, because this is my last chance.
Is McMahon a prerequisite? Do you think you have to have McMahon?
Yes, I do.
But how is Jim McMahon? Well, we asked him today. McMahon made the trip. He was on the sidelines in Los Angeles with his friend Bruce Willis. And McMahon says he is coming along okay with that hamstring pull, but he is not 100% as of yet.
I'm planning on starting that playoff game, whether I'm healthy or not. I'm going to try to get it as good as I can, but you know, it's one week. Every game from now on is a Super Bowl. If you lose, you go home. So you know, I'm planning on playing that game.
Being on the sidelines watching, what are the things that you can point to that have been a problem offensively?
I'm not going to get into that. Got to get my ass in trouble again.
That's Bears Extra. I'm Howard Sudbury. Thanks for watching, and good night.